Hello there. We are off to San Antonio, Texas for our 30th anniversary. 30 years, y'all. We're so excited to be going our favorite city in Texas, and we're going down to the Riverwalk. We're going to meet up with some friends down there too.
Absolutely, so stay tuned to the end of this video or the middle or wherever, because we're going to show you who we're going down to meet. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
Here's our room for our anniversary here at the Home 2 Suites by Hilton on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. Come on inside. You'll see that we have a kitchenette here with microwave and refrigerator and even a dishwasher, y'all. And it comes stocked with a set of dishes and a sink. Nice bathroom in here. We have our sitting area that folds out into a queen size bed if we needed it. There's a workstation. You see Harry, look at him. He's scratching my back. Scratch my back, Harry. Hey, Harry, he loves this hotel. He loves hotel hopping. And so they gave us 2 queen size beds and a big TV, lots of storage space. It's bigger than our RV, I'm sure. And a little closet with a curtain. And we get a view of the pool and the river. And if you come over here, you can even see the river taxi or the river boat tour going. You can see that out the window. That is cool. We've got to do a river boat tour again. I like that. But that's about it for our room. This is our second room. I'll tell you more about that in a bit.
If you've been around the channel for very long, you'll know that we've already done a video here at our favorite Mexican food restaurant, Mi Tierra, in San Antonio, Texas. But today, we're gonna go in and get to hang out with one of 2 sets of our friends, hopefully, that we'll get to see on this video. So stick around and come on in with us and see who the first set is.
This restaurant was my childhood favorite as a kid. I remember coming here, and for years, I couldn't remember where it was, and then just a few years ago we found it. So every time we're in the area, we come to Mi Tierra.
It's a love-hate relationship for me because this restaurant has made me not like Mexican food at very many other restaurants.
Yes, it's hard to beat Mi Tierra.
And if you haven't seen that video, we'll put a link for the description, or we'll put a link for it in the description down below. Come on, let's go. We got Joel and Deb from Chasing RV Sunshine. Unfortunately, we're in downtown San Antonio, so they weren't able to bring Maya, their dog. It's great to see them again.
It's wonderful, and we're so happy to be able to say happy anniversary.
Thanks,
yes,
guys.
Thank you. And of course, we're more excited that we just got to hang out with you guys.
That's true.
My childhood favorite restaurant. What did you think about Mi Tierra?
Oh my gosh, that was absolutely amazing.
Yep, I had the Mexican dinner, and the tamale was excellent.
Yes.
Tiny.
They copied me. All 3 of us had Mexican dinner, except for her. She didn't.
I gotta make some mole.
And that's the first time I got to try that, and it was really good. So definitely going to be on my list to try again for sure.
Not keto though. What you gonna do?
Yeah,
That's a special
when
week.
you're on your anniversary trip.
Well, it's great seeing you again.
Good seeing you guys again.
Again, you all have safe travels.
Yes,
too.
you too.
All right, as promised, we're here with our second set of friends in this video. We have Dean and Shalane of Grassroots Living. Hi, guys. We've been hanging out on the Riverwalk today. as you'll see here in a little bit, taking a boat ride and having a bit of fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Joining the Alamo.
Absolutely. The Alamo's right here in the background, so we're enjoying that also.
You know what we're not going to enjoy though? The haunted house across the street. If you watch our previous videos, I talked about having to be taken out of that place screaming. I was crying so hard and scared and abandoned our daughter in there. They had to take us, so we are not going to the haunted house.
I'm uncomfortable just sitting across from it. Never do haunted house.
No.
So if you haven't seen these guys, go check them out. And obviously YouTube, the Grassroots Living, and where else can they see you guys?
You know, basically that's it. We're so like backwards. Like we try to do the Instagram, and somebody showed us TikTok one time, and Facebook. We don't do YouTube.
YouTube, that's it.
That's the best place to go. Yeah.
So check them out, Grassroots Living.
And we've been following them since we were in Okinawa, Japan. They had a truck camper, and we were trying to talk ourselves into going to something small. So we were watching that, and then it followed to where their channel. They were in Missouri, which they're both from Missouri, and they started going to quilting places and filming that, and then they just exploded. They have a huge quilt following. So as you know, I'm a quilter, and they are both brand new quilters.
Brand new, right?
So if you'd like to have a nice laugh, come over to our channel and watch us try to quilt.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
Yeah, and we have the truck camper, like she said, but we did go to a little bit bigger. We're in a 17-foot camper now, so that we can put a sewing machine in there.
Awesome. Well, let's go have some more fun. San Antonio. We had a wonderful time on the Riverwalk. Absolutely.
I am ready to get back to our own bed though. Our hotel had some construction and it was pretty noisy. Harry had a great time, even though he didn't get to go out much. He's not a very good dog at restaurants if there's other dogs there.
Yeah. And he likes to jump on people.
Oh yeah.
We got about, what, a 4 or 5 hour drive from San Antonio back to Austin, or back to Athens?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 4, but it'll take us longer. We did stop for lunch at the Salt Lick Barbecue in Driftwood, Texas, and sadly they're under renovation, so we didn't even film. We sat outside because we have Harry, but they didn't have their big barbecue thing going that we have, big barbecue pit going like they have in the main building, because the main building was closed for the renovations. So I don't think I'd make that detour again. It took us about an hour out of the way. I wouldn't make that detour again until the renovations are complete, but the food was still good.
Yeah, we did that detour because we liked it so much. When we stay in Austin, we normally always go over there to the Salt Lick, but I guess it was just a different pit or maybe a different cooker. It did say they were looking for help, so who knows. We'll give it another shot though someday.
The hotel itself, it was nice, but I don't think I would go back to that location. We stayed at the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. The worst part of it was the construction, which obviously they have nothing to do with. It's construction on the road nearby, so it was very noisy. One thing that really bothered me is because I had to do a lot of traveling in the past, we are Diamond members, and I told them in advance that it was our anniversary, and they did nothing for us for our anniversary. Before, we've had hotels that would you know, give us some flowers or some chocolates or anything. We didn't get anything special for our anniversary from the
Home 2?
the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. We had to valet park there, and it was supposed to be $40, and when we checked in they said it was going to be $60. When we got the bill, and that's per night, it was going to be $60 because we have the dually truck. And we did get the bill though, and they did only charge us $40 per night, which downtown San Antonio parking is very limited. So I guess, you know, I knew it was going to be that. So $40 per night wasn't too bad, and it was our, you know, big anniversary. As far as keto, well, what's that? The plan was to stay keto, except for one meal. We had no keto meals. Back on track tomorrow though. And speaking of valet, we left the hotel this morning and got 20 miles down the road, and the phone started ringing, my phone, and it said Rochester, New York, and I said, I'm not going to answer that. I don't know anybody from Rochester, so I hit decline. They called right back. I hit decline again 3 times, and then I finally said, well, I'll just let it go to voicemail, and they didn't leave a voicemail, but they called back. So I answered it, expecting that I was going to be furious with the salesperson, but it was the valet young man. He said, I think I left my cell phone in your car. I think it fell out and it might be between the seats. Can you check for me? So we pulled over at the next exit and checked, and sure enough, we had his iPhone in our truck. It was not a good experience. We wanted to make it home before dark, and we had to turn around and drive 20 miles back. The young man was very polite and apologetic, and he did offer to give us his tip money since we had to drive back. But why did he have his phone out in the car or in our truck when he was valeting? He shouldn't have had that. I don't know. Maybe it fell out of his pocket to give him the benefit of the doubt. But that wasn't good. And when we came back leaving San Antonio, we hit some rush hour traffic, so it just really kind of gave us a bad start to the day. But other than that, the trip's been very nice.
Absolutely. We had a really good time down there in San Antonio, as always. Well, we made it back home safe and sound. Round trip was a little over 500 miles from here all the way down to San Antonio and back. But man, did we have a good time.
One thing I forgot to tell you, the night we got to our Hilton hotel, we went to check in and they were having computer issues first of all. And then when I told them who we were, they said, oh, your room, the Riverview suite, has a smoke alarm going off every 10 minutes. So we're going to have to put you in another room. We are sold out, so we don't have any more Riverview rooms. So we're going to give you some Hilton credits, which I understand that happens. And they said first thing in the morning, you'll get to move to your suite. So it was pretty inconvenient, but we understand that stuff happens. And when we got to move the next day, it took a while longer than they said it would, but it was a nice room with a nice view, as you can see in the video.
Yep. And we want to thank Deb and Joel from Chasing RV Sunshine for coming on with us again. We met up with them before and did a jaw jacking. Great people. We'll put a link for their channel down below. And also Dean and Shalane from Grassroots Living. We'll also link their channel down below. Great content from both of those channels, and they're just great all-around people.
Awesome.
Well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around till the end. We'll see you next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Bye, guys.